Hello everybody! Welcome to another Valheim video. Today we're going to be showing you how to go build stuff in the Mistlands without any dev commands. Because you have to be quite careful because let's just say things in the Mistlands are very destructive. You need 4 portals, a workbench, a stone cutter, a carve, and then like 80-ish wood. To begin, build the first portal. This portal can be in your regular base, and it's not going to go directly into the Mistlands where you'll be building. It's going to go to a safe place next to it. After that, you'll build a portal from there directly into the heart of the Mistlands. And this way, once you find the ideal spot, if one portal gets destroyed, you're still going to be okay. Well, this rock looks as good as any, so we're going to get off the boat here. First, we'll build our workbench. So let's do here, and then we're gonna just call it risky. Okay, and now we take our workbench, get in our boat, and we're going to sail along the coast of this Mistlands. And what we're looking for is a tower, or one of the guard towers. Here we are. I had to use motor because of my wind situation, but as you can see, there's actually a Dvergr building over there. And as far as I'm concerned, we're about to lose this boat. Oh, nice. This is a smaller one. Once we go inside, we actually can't do anything because there is a ward. Probably in the basement, right? Yeah, there you go. There's the weapons crate and then the ward. So we need to destroy this ward. But I don't know if you ever fought a Dvergr before, but these guys would instantly kill me if I aggroed them. So we have to deal with them differently. And the key thing here is patience. Here we are. Now it is nighttime. And the Mistlands is quite a dangerous place. But these Dvergr are quite dangerous dudes. Go down here into this basement and then hide somewhere safe, like maybe here, right? This is pretty safe. And then we're just gonna sit here and I'm gonna go AFK and then come back in 10 minutes and you'll see what happened. Ha! So, interestingly, and probably not surprising to you, a Seeker actually came down and killed me. But the good news is, it looks like the Dvergr were fighting them and they were on really low health. So we'll see what happened when we get back there, using our portal we already set up. So here we are. And I actually had to bring the stuff to make another carve and a workbench. So you might want to add another carve just in case you die, right? Here we are back, and that's where our first boat is. Convenient. We know where to go. I guess this wasn't the kind of one-way trip I was expecting to come back on, huh? Nice ladder, though. I like that. Let's say I planned it all for that moment. I'm kind of assuming things are okay, but I need to be a bit careful. Looks like stuff got destroyed. It looked like things on the outside had been cleared out, but then there was a Dvergr. Oh, Jesus! Okay. That's why I need to be careful. Oh. So, to survive when monsters are like this, you have to stay out of their line of sight. And they're actually pretty bad at finding you. And you can run past them and they won't actually see you properly. So this guy seems like he's going around the other way. So we're just going to run through and get in the door here, like that. And we're trying to go down here. Whoa, there's no more stairs. Ah, okay. What's going on here? Ah! Okay, oh, okay. The mage is here. But it's just a regular mage. He has full health. Well, I know I said I wasn't going to use this dagger. Yeah, nice. Oh, the daggers. Once you stun an enemy, you can do so much damage with the dagger. It works really, really well. There we go. Nice. And we got some more stuff. Okay, cool. So I'm actually thinking that Seeker knows I'm here. I'm assuming he's what hears me. So maybe I won't restore the stairs yet. I just went AFK for a bit and came back, and it looks like everything's fine. Nothing can... There we go. I got all of our materials. We have our portal set up. And this is the point where it becomes realistic that you can start building stuff. And the reason for that is because the Mistlands is full of this black marble stuff, right? So if I make workbench and then I make my stone cutter here, then I can just point the hammer at this stuff, right? Once you finish up, it'll look something like this. Basically a skeleton. And these are actually objects, so you can destroy them, but you can see that we actually have a bunch of resources here. So I'm gonna make just like some regular chests. There we go. So I'm actually kind of impressed. We got almost 30 copper ore, 6 actual copper bars, and loads of black marble. Look at this. We have 100, 200, about 220 black marble, and we haven't even fully taken this place apart. Now that you know the basics of acquiring the black marble, you're gonna need to learn some strategies to sort of stay safe. It's really important that you have safe zones, okay? So usually in the Mistlands, you want to be down in something. And this, see all this? This is way too open. So what we're going to do is patch it up better. There we go. So you don't need to do anything too complicated because it can be kind of hard to acquire wood here because you have to bring it into the biome. You can't actually get any wood. Even when monsters spawn and come here, if they spawn at night, then they're going to disappear eventually during the daytime. So you can just get rid of them that way. But even when they come around, as long as you're down there and you don't let them see you, they'll just go around up here and they won't really attack anything. So you can stay safe by having these areas that are underground. And you really want to take over these buildings and do that sort of thing. The next thing to keep in mind is the mist, because as you can see, I've been here without a wisp light, and the wisp light actually makes you a much bigger target for monsters. Whereas if you come into the Mistlands without a wisp light, you can use the mist to lose monsters because they can't easily see you when you're down in it. The next thing to keep in mind in the Mistlands is the sky equals your death. So if you can see the sky, you're at risk. That's why you should really make sure that you have areas that you're safe with a portal where you cannot see the sky, okay? Like even that's a little bit dangerous. That could cause me to get blown up. So now we're gonna look at some structures, some really simple structures that we can make with the small amount of black marble that we have from just clearing most of this place. Remember, the sky is death, so right now I'm vulnerable, okay? You really wanna make structures that are protected from the sky. And the best piece to use is usually this one because it's so big. See, it's a 2x2 block, right? You can make a thinner wall and it costs the same amount of black marble as having one of these big walls, okay? When you're building with black marble, it works just like stone. You need a stone cutter to use it. It has way more health and lots of magic resistance. So black marble is the strongest stuff in the game. And you don't need any kind of metal or anything to work with it. All you need is 2 iron to acquire it, and then 2 iron, of course, to have the stone cutter so that you can build it. But there's all sorts of different shapes. They've given us a whole variety of different options. And some of the ones that I really like to use are these sort of corner things here. See this? You make all these cool shapes, and the stuff you make out of black marble, it has its own distinct look. Well, now I've made a structure that it's not possible to jump up on. You see that? It stops you from doing that. And it's really cool. There's all sorts of applications you can use this black marble stuff for. So now that you're well versed in what to do to get the black marble, you'll need to get more of it, and also you'll need to find some good building spots. As you can see, where these towers spawn is generally a great building spot. So hopefully, if you're lucky, you can find a place that has 2 or 3 of these towers next to each other. In itself is a really fun process, and then you'll have lots of resources, and as long as you have a portal, you can just bring in all of the wood that you need from the other biomes, and also all of the stone. And then this biome is full of copper and iron, so you can get all of those metals here without ever having a pickaxe. It's pretty crazy. Remember to check out my dedicated server tutorial if you're interested in setting up your own dedicated server, and thanks for watching. Comment below if you want me to make a video about something, and I'll get to it. I love this game, and I love making tutorials. It's been really, really fun. See you next time.